My name is Zach Yeager, and I'm a current 9th grade student at McDowell.
And I'm Jackson Yeager, a 5th grader at Grandview.
And McDowell Media has another Trojans Today show for you this week.
First, we'll start with Megan, with hair dyeing at home.
After that, we'll take you on an adventure through Asbury Woods.
Corinne will teach us about some healthy habits that will help you complete your quarantine goals.
And finally, Mr. Shilju has an invitation to you for Literacy Club.
But first, let's take a look at this week's trivia. If you think you know the answer, click the link in the description below or type the URL on the screen to fill out the Google form.
The first person to get the right answer gets a shout out in our next episode.
Good luck, Millcreek. Now let's see how simple it is to dye your hair with Meg.
Hello, McDowell. My name is Megan Longo, and today I'm going to be doing something very fun. I'm dyeing my hair. Since we are stuck in quarantine, I've seen a lot of people that have cut and dyed their hair, and some of my friends have as well. I never really thought I would do this, but why not? My natural hair is already darker, so I'm interested to see if it'll actually show up. Let's get started. Here's the dye. It's a pink. Step 1 is to shampoo and dry my hair, which I did. And then I have to apply petroleum jelly around my hairline to prevent staining. Wear protective gloves and apply the color evenly, working in small sections, and leave in for at least 30 minutes. And then after we put it in, we just put it up and then let it go. I got both sides done. I guess I have to put my hair in a plastic bag so that it stays up. Okay, it's 45 minutes later. I just took off the bag and now it's time to blow dry. Now that I used the blow dryer for 15 minutes, I have to hop in a cool shower and rinse out all of the dye. I rinsed it all out and now you can't really see anything. I'll check back with you guys in the morning when it's had a chance to dry and set in. Alright guys, it's the next day. The color definitely showed up a lot more than I thought it would. And honestly, I really like it. So, if you're bored and have nothing to do, go ahead and dye your hair. It's a fun way to add some personality and express yourself. Now on to more news.
It looks great, Meg. Now we'll head to Asbury Woods and take a closer look at some of their trails. Good morning, Millcreek. My name is Zach, and today me and my family are here at Asbury Woods hiking on one of their many trails they have. Asbury Woods is located at 4105 Asbury Road. Today we are going to be hiking on one of their trails that is about 1.5 miles long. Let's go see what it's like. We started here at this brand new trail just added to Asbury Woods. It had so many amazing views.
Hi Millcreek, my name is Jackson Yeager and I go to Grandview Elementary School. I'm currently on the guided trail and I'm on my way to see the grandfather tree.
The grandfather tree has a small seating area with 4 benches. When we got to the tree, my brothers hugged it and their hands didn't even fit all the way around it. It is estimated to be about 150 years old and stands 115 feet high. A little unknown fact about Asbury Woods, there is also a grandmother tree.
Hey, it's Jackson again, and I think Asbury Woods is a great place to spend time with your family and friends.
That's all for today, Millcreek. I hope you enjoyed me and my family walking through Asbury Woods, and hope you can do it soon too. From the Trojan News Network, I'm Zach. Now on to more news. We had so much fun, and maybe you and your family can too.
Now, people, we have a very special weekend coming up. After almost 60 frick-frackin' booty-whacking days in quarantine, some stores in the area are opening up again.
But this does not mean that social distancing is over. I repeat one more time for the people in the back. This does not mean that social distancing is over. Anyways, entertainment and beauty services are not opened yet.
At the Millcreek Mall, stores that have an outdoor entrance will be opened with social distancing in effect.
Make sure you're still wearing your mask in public and that you're supporting local businesses. Let's head to Corinne and see some healthy living life choices.
We've all been there. One moment turns into another, one episode into the next, one chip into the whole bag. The dawning of this new and inexplicably dangerous pandemic has caused us all to stay home and close our doors. With the progression of this seemingly never-ending quarantine, those resolutions that you set back in January are most likely dead or standing on their last legs. Instead, life has probably turned out to look a lot like what I've just shown you. I'd lost any sense of routine as soon as I'd heard that life was canceled. From there, I thought the only way to go was up, only to discover how much farther down the drain my so-called routine could go. One day, or night, as time had all blurred together, I woke up wanting to know that I'd accomplished at least one thing over quarantine, something that I'd always wanted to do and something that I would be proud to accomplish. So I decided to try and do that thing that I would be proud of. It wasn't easy, but I came and I fought. I haven't conquered yet, but I'm on my way there. Today, I'd like to share how, in the midst of a worldwide pandemic, I was able to keep calm and focused on progress in a few simple steps. The first step? Breathe. Take a breather. Sure, a recovery before the marathon might not make sense, but this gave me time to appreciate where I was in life and take a look at where I wanted to be. I de-stressed by watching some of my favorite shows, eating my favorite foods, reading, and creating. I was also blessed with the chance to sit down and journal, which helped me figure out what I wanted my goals to be and how I could achieve them. The next step? Start slow. Of course, when running a race, your instinct is to run fast and hard, but this also causes fatigue extremely quickly. So instead, try making steps towards your goal. Say it was to go to bed at a reasonable time instead of 3 a.m. By going to bed 1 hour earlier each night, in 6 days, you'd be going to bed at 9 p.m. The third step? Add in momentum. As you learn to grapple the basics of your goal, take the next step in reaching it, adding in weight. If this means practicing your dance moves every day, or even skipping the frozen aisle in the store so that you don't buy any ice cream, then so be it. The fourth step? Check in. These tips might be becoming habits by now, so it's a good time to take a look back into that journal to see how your initial plan is progressing and to modify it as needed. The fifth step? Remember to breathe and keep going. As you reach your goals or are getting closer, it's important to allow yourself room to know that you are not perfect and you will fail. The hardest thing about falling is not the falling itself, but getting back up again. Allow yourself to know that you will reach your goals. The sixth step. Cross the finish line. Finally, you've made it. You've learned how to knit and made an entire sweater, painted an entire Bob Ross masterpiece, or have learned how to do a push-up. Go you! Take a quick recovery just like the first one, and check that goal off your bucket list. Your goal might have formed a new habit or pastime lucky for you. Make sure to keep at it if you like, or just take some appreciative Insta photos for that fabulous new sweater you've knitted. The seventh step? Reflect. It's now time to go back to that journal or graph, or wherever you began this journey, to tangibly reinforce what you've accomplished. You have now done something you've been wanting to do your entire life, and you slayed it. All in all, you're coming out of this quarantine 10 hours more rested, 1 sweater warmer, 1,000 times more creative, or 1 push-up stronger. You're finishing quarantine more fulfilled than when you began it, because you set your own goals. As each episode comes to an end, every bag of chips has a bottom, and the end credits roll, the next movie begins. It's up to you to decide who will be the star.
Thank you, Corinne. Now let's see what comes next with the Literacy Club.
Hello, I'm Mark Schillinger, 9th grade geography teacher and McDowell Literacy Club advisor. Literacy Club is a celebration of all things literature. This year's group was comprised of 28 outstanding students from McDowell Senior High and MIHS. And right now, we'd like to invite you to one of our online activities during the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. On the heels of the Oscar-nominated and very popular film Little Women, Lit Club would like to invite you to a book talk on Louisa May Alcott's classic novel. If you're interested, you can contact me at the information listed below, or continue viewing and find out more information about our Lit Club event. Thank you.
That's all for today, Millcreek. Make sure you are staying safe and still listening to what needs to be done to help stop the spread of COVID-19. From the Trojan News Network, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jackson. Make it a great weekend, Millcreek.